హలో వ్యూవర్స్, వెల్కమ్ టు ఏకమ్ IAS అకాడమీ. ఈరోజు మనతో ఉన్నారు ఎంతో పేరుగాంచిన, ఎంతో మందికి ఆదర్శంగా నిలిచిన, ఎన్నో దిగువ జాతి కులాల కోసం శ్రమించిన మన రిటైర్డ్ స్పెషల్ చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీ ఆఫ్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ డాక్టర్ విద్యా సాగర్ గారు. మరి ఆయన్నే అడిగి ఆయన జీవిత విశేషాల గురించి తెలుసుకుందాం. హాయ్ సార్, వి ఆల్ నో దాట్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో ఒక చిన్న గ్రామం అరివేముల అనే చిన్న గ్రామంలో పుట్టి ఎలా సార్ అప్పట్లో ఇంత ఇంటర్నెట్ లేదు, ఇన్ని ఫెసిలిటీస్ లేదు, సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్ రాయాలని ఎలా అనిపించింది? వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ టు బికమ్ అన్ IAS ఆఫీసర్? మీ లైఫ్ జర్నీ గురించి చెప్పండి సార్.
By accident, I saw an advertisement. That was admissions into Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi. So those days they used to give to and fro charges for the interview. So I thought that okay.
Interview code ichchevallu not after admission.
Not after admission.
Okay.
Interview. Then I thought, okay, if I get selected, that's good. If not, I think at the cost of government, I can see Taj Mahal. On the way, Taj Mahal undi kada.
Yeah, no.
Vaste seat undi. Otherwise, we can see Taj Mahal.
You're so sportive in your own decision.
So I went there. I got the seat. On the way back, I saw Taj Mahal. By the time I reached, and maybe a month or two later, I got a fellowship, junior research fellowship.
Oh, nice.
Out of our group of some 6 to 8 people, I was the only one who got this fellowship, junior fellowship, JRF, junior research fellowship. That junior research fellowship, a lot of money those days. I think it was 18,000. So Delhi cold is terrible. So that's why I have equipped my room with blankets and all that. So my room became a kind of an adda. All of us used to meet together and all that. So when things were really hunky-dory, just going, enjoying, because our hostel used to be 1.5 to 2 kilometers. So at that point of time also, I never thought of civil services. My interest was becoming a good academic and a good research scholar. That's why I took admission. Academician. I took admission in international economics. But since my mathematics score was 38, I found it difficult. Then I thought, okay, let me change it to regional economics. So when things were more or less settling down, all of a sudden, my friend, of course now, he was then MLA, then MP and all that. He sent me a notification saying that they are there's a notification for recruiting lecturers in the SU University. I told him, are you mad? I came all the way thinking that there is no question of these fellows will not allow me to be there, and also they wouldn't like to see my face. How can you expect that they would give a job? Give a job. He said, forget about it, first you apply. So I applied, then forgot. But at the time of applying, all my friends, they were confident. Ray, your score all through is good, and now you are in JNU. I think you have a better chance. So one fellow, he typed all my certificates. Those days we had to give 6 copies each. One fellow typed all the certificates. Another fellow got it attested. Another fellow went to General Post Office, got the postal order. So they did it. Ray, if I leave this place, where will you meet? I asked them. That let's see whether if you have to shift our camp to Tirupati. Then ultimately I applied and then forgot. One fine morning, I got the interview call. That is again because of my friend.
Okay.
What happened was, at that time, there was a severe cyclone. So my application reached 5 days late. So based on that, they have rejected the application. This fellow went there and fought with them. How can you reject his application when there was cyclone? How is he responsible for the delay? Then they said, but what is the basis to know that he applied in time? Only thing that saved us was we purchased that postal order 2 days before the last date.
Okay. It happens actually.
He said that if you had no intention, the too serious intention, why would he buy this postal order? He bought postal order before the last date means he was serious. He applied. And then because of the cyclone, he couldn't get it. So you can't say he was not serious and based on that, you can simply reject his application. They have accepted. They called me for interview. Even on the way also I was little. I was not really confident. These fellows will again trouble me. And because one of the interview board members is my own professor who had given me less marks. So I was not confident. And I was not keen also. But even then, I had taken a decision. Again, those days, universities like ASU University or Andhra University, meeting vice chancellor for a student is just next to impossible.
Okay.
But somehow,
It's like meeting chief minister of the state.
Somehow, I pushed my way through.
You managed to meet him.
Meet him. I told him, sir, this would be the condition. I studied here, and because of all this politics and all that, they given us very low marks. So I have to go out. I went to JNU. Now I have come back to this place. But then, since my own professor is in the interview board, there is every possibility of that man discouraging me or trying to trouble me by asking some embarrassing questions. What kind of embarrassing questions do you expect? Say, for example, see, when all the people are waiting here for getting absorption in the university, you went out. And the minute there is an opportunity here and you came back. Okay. So, in case he troubles me, I'll request you, sir, just give me 2 minutes time. I'll tell you, I'll give you my version. Actually, that happened. This man went on. Actually, he asked the same thing. So, you went to JNU and then you have not owned up that this is your. Then at that point of time, rest of the there were other two professors, one from Annamala University, another from Madras University. They were observing, there is some
Potential.
rift going on. Drift going on, and this boy, he is not so innocent as he looks. At that point of time, I asked the Vice Chancellor, sir, can I? He said yes. Then I told all of them, almost as if I am addressing them, sir, I studied here, good, and passed out from here. So naturally after that, even if I got very good marks also, is it wrong to go somewhere else? But unfortunately here, I was given very low marks. Then I thought I should improve myself. So to improve myself, this is not the place. Fortunately, I got admission somewhere, and that to a place like Delhi means my exposure will be different, and there will be more opportunities for me to grow further. That's why I went there. What's wrong in coming back, sir, when there is an opportunity? And my own professor, I feel sad, sir. My own professor is saying, as if coming back is an opportunism. As if I am begging for a post, or as if you are going to give to people who beg for the post. Ultimately, you will give the post by merit.
Based on merit.
By merit. So, where is the question of doing any favor here, sir? And where is the question of opportunism here? Actually, instead of feeling happy and proud of me, see, my boy had taken a decision to go out into the world, and instead of like all other people who were hesitant to go away, go out, seek various opportunities, this boy went out, and then again he came back here, though we troubled him. Instead of seeing things that way, what is this? He is making everything, he is thinking in a reverse order, as if I have committed a serious blunder and all that. Then at that point of time, VC said, okay, young man, we understood your anguish. Okay. Even then, I thought that we are not going to get. I was going back, thinking that there is an end of it. In this trip, I can see my parents and go back. So, in every trip, there is an additional advantage. Okay. I saw my parents. I told them only after completing the interview, saying that I have come for this purpose. Because from the beginning, I used to take only minimum amount of money from my parents or so that's why there was no question of waiting for money or waiting for their decision and or to see their financial difficulties and all that. It was not
Decisions from 6th class itself.
it was not there. So that's why I went back. Somewhere in when we reached Agra or so, I got a telegram saying that you are selected and you are the first among the equals. The most intriguing thing is, in the the candidates who appeared, there were teachers who taught me. There were PhDs. There was a gold medalist Subramaniam, P. Subramaniam. Actually, he is from 83 batch. Unfortunately, he died along with Rajshekhar Reddy. He was secretary to CM. That Subramaniam was a gold medalist. So PhDs, my own teachers means they are experienced people, and a gold medalist. But I was given first rank.
మధ్యలో గోల్డ్ మెడలిస్ట్ పిహెచ్డి యూ గాట్ ఇన్ టు దట్ అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ దెమ్?
Then I realized what made them to choose me, maybe because I was open,
strong conviction,
clear,
yeah.
and nowhere he fumbled. Subject wise he answered. When there was an issue, for that also he had given an answer which is convincing. And that too, this boy, he came back. Instead of staying there, he came back, and as usual in the local area, people hesitate to talk in English or talking freely in English. So I didn't have that problem. Since I was fighting with the professor in English. So naturally the thought, he has expression, he knew his subject. When there is an issue, he knows how to resolve that. I think this fellow has not just a lecturer, he has something more. They selected. I came back. I was with the same old professor. He used to look at me with a kind of that unease. But those days that attendance register used to be in the professor's room. And we had to go in. So silently we used to do that. But at that point of time, actually those days, I think maybe even now also, before joining a service, you can give the exam. So first round, at some point my mother asked me, it's a kind of a riddle and a puzzle. See, she calls me Sagar. We are primary school teachers and your brothers are at the high school level. So now you are at the university level. Ultimately, Pantulve kada. అయితే ఏం చేయాలి? నువ్వు కలెక్టర్ కావచ్చు కదా. I think they must have seen one or two collectors visiting their school.
Exactly.
Rarely, ante Arvemala is the border village, the last village, and after that you have Nellore. So maybe S.R. Shankaran must have visited. A person like him, trying to reach out to all the. Similarly, my own father-in-law must have also visited that village. He was first collector of Prakasham, and then he was collector of Guntur, and then combined Hyderabad, Rangareddy. So at different level he must have visited that village. So she had that, of course, as for their generation, they too had that kind of, a conviction to do something, to be on their own. So he asked me this. It's a kind of wish and a demand and a challenge. She was saying, at different levels, all are teachers only. I asked him, so what do you want me to do? Why don't you become a collector? Okay, ma. Let's, since you wish so strongly, okay, we'll do it. So by then, since I got the job, I used to teach development economics to my own juniors. The very next batch people were my students. So naturally I had to prepare for that class. MA classes you can't just like that go and talk. So I had to prepare for that. And now there is this kind of a demand from my mother. Then I decided, okay, let me do one thing. Morning time, I'll give time for this preparation for this class, teaching class. And in the evening, I'll prepare. So like that, for 6 months time, every day 3 hours. Consistently. For 6 months, 3 hours daily in the night. So with that, I got IPS, Andhra Pradesh. Then I thought,
In the first attempt itself, you got into
IPS. Then I thought, I think there is something in this. So now,
Then you got confidence on yourself.
just like that, watching here. And actually, in the first round, I didn't get anything. I went to the interview and all that, but I didn't get anything. But those days, even before going for the interview, also you have to give the exam. I've given the exam. So then again, I went through the thing like mains, interview, medical test, and all that. So in the second attempt, I got the IPS and Andhra cadre. But again, before joining IPS, you could take the exam and then join. So I took the exam, then joined. So that year also, what happened? My rank was at the same level. So either I should continue in IPS or go for other central services.